Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kauthar. If this is your very first time here, and you're absolutely welcome. I'm Nigeria's crochet queen, and I do a lot of crochet tutorials because I want to show you how to work with crochet diagrams. I want to explain to you how to understand crochet diagrams so that you can make a variety of crochet projects of your own, because crochet diagrams are actually very easy and very universal, because regardless of what country you're in, what language you speak, as long as you understand crochet diagrams, you can work with any crochet diagram pattern from any part of the world. And today I'm going to be showing you this very nice lace stitch that you can use to work garments. So you can use it for like a blouse or a dress or a skirt, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. But before you continue watching, please click the subscribe button right now and click on the bell icon beside it. We're very close to hitting 400 subscribers, and let's just get to 400 subscribers, guys. I'm very excited to be hitting 400 subscribers. If you want to download this diagram, there's a link in the description box. If you still prefer to work with a written pattern, there's a link in the description box as well. So make sure to always check out the description box whenever you're watching any of my videos. I'm also going to link my Instagram, so if you want to buy the yarn that I use, or you want to buy my hooks, or you want to even send me pictures of things that you've made using these stitches, feel free to connect with me on Instagram. It's going to be a pleasure to have you. Now let's just get into this tutorial. I've already said too many things. The first thing we're going to be doing is to write out all the icons we can see, and it's looking like there are just two icons in this diagram, which makes it quite an easy diagram to work with. The very first icon we can see are these circles, right? I'm sure you can see these circles, and I'm writing that here. Those ones represent chain. So wherever you see that circle, you do a chain. Each circle represents one chain. And then we can see these other long ones, like this long vertical line that has two horizontal lines across. These ones, right? And those ones represent double crochet. So wherever you see that, you do a double crochet. And that is everything. Those are the two icons in this diagram. Very lovely. Now we're going to start working, and of course, you know, we're going to start working with the chains, and I'm just going to count how many chains we have so that I know how many chains I am supposed to do. Again, don't forget that I said that each circle represents one chain, so we're just going to count all the circles we have so that we can know the total number of chains to do. Now let's count. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25, right? There are 25 chains here. Then we have 1 2 3. These three chains serve as the turning chain, because you notice that they've already joined part of row 1. So we have 25 foundation chains and then 3 turning chains, which makes a total of 28 chains, and I'm going to do 28 chains now. I have my yarn here. I'm using Yeye extra yarn. It's a new yarn. I live in Lagos, Nigeria, and this yarn is produced in Nigeria. Makes me so happy. I'm using this yarn, and I'm using a 4mm crochet hook. I just want to do my chain now. We're doing 28 chains, remember? 28 chains. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 3 24 25 26 27 and 28. I've just finished making my 28 chains, which we need to begin working this stitch. I finished working 28 chains, so I go back to the diagram now to see what I'm supposed to do. This is the 28th chain, this chain here at the beginning, this one. So the next thing to do now is a double crochet, as you can see. And we're going to be doing this double crochet 1 2 3 4 in the 4th chain from the hook. So I'm going to do that right now. Double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. This is the 1st chain from the hook. This is the 2nd chain from the hook, the 3rd, and then in the 4th one, I'm just turning my work slightly. I do a double crochet here. And then I'll just go back to the diagram to see. I finished this double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. Next thing is to skip 3 chains. 1 2 3. You're skipping these chains, you don't do anything there. And in the next one, you do 1 2 3 4. 4 double crochets, chain 3, and 1 double crochet in that same space. That's after you after you skip 3 chains. 1 2 3. In the next chain, you do 4 double crochets, chain 3, 1 double crochet. So we have to skip 3 chains, 1 2 3, and in this next one, we do 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and do 1 more double crochet in that space. I've just finished this set of 4 double crochets, chain 3, 1 double crochet. Then we skip the next 3 chains, and in the next chain we do double crochet, chain 1 double crochet. So skip the next 3 chains, which is 1, 2, 3, and in this next one you do 1 double crochet, chain 1 double crochet, then you go back to the diagram again to see what's next. We just finished this, so you skip 3 chains, and in the next you do your 4 double crochets, chain 3, 1 double crochet, then you skip 3 chains again and you do 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, and you keep repeating that until you come to the end of the row. And at the end of the row, as you can see, you just have 2 double crochets in the very last chain, as you can see right here. So we're just going to be doing that together. So here I've just done double crochet, chain 1 double crochet. I'm going to skip the next 3 chains, and in the next one I do 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I chain 3 and do 1 more double crochet in that space. Then I skip 3 chains again, and in the next one I do a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the same space, and I skip the next 3 chains again, and in the next one I do 4 double crochets, 2, 3, 4. Then I chain 3 and do 1 more double crochet in that space. Now I skip the next 3 chains and I'm left with 1 chain. In this last chain we just do 2 double crochets, which is what the pattern suggests, 2 double crochets, and that brings me to the end of my row 1 for this project. This is the end of row 1. Now to move on to row 2, we've just finished this row. To move on to row 2, we chain 3 and do 1 double crochet in the very first double crochet here. So I'm just going to do that. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn the work of course, and in this very first double crochet I do a double crochet. Then I go back to the diagram. So I finish this chain 3 double crochet. The next thing now is to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 double crochets, chain 3 and 1 double crochet in the chain 3 space from the previous row, right? So in this chain 3 space from the previous row, we are going to do 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we chain 3 and do 1 more double crochet in that same space. So we have this. And I go back to the diagram. We've just finished this. So the next thing is to do now a double crochet, chain 1 double crochet in the chain 1 space from the previous row. This is that chain 1 space from the previous row. Is in between the 2 double crochets. Here it is. So we're going to do double crochet, chain 1 double crochet in that space, same space, and we have this. Now we're just going to be repeating 4 double crochets, chain 3, 1 double crochet in the chain 3 space. Then we do double crochet, chain 1 double crochet in the chain 1 space from the previous row, right? That's what we're just going to be repeating till we get to the end. And when we get to the end of the row, we just do 2 double crochets in the top of the chain 3 from that previous row. So this is the double crochet, chain 1 double crochet we ended on. Now we're going into the chain 3 space and we're going to do 4 double crochets, chain 3, 1 double crochet in that same space. 3, 4. Now you chain 3 and do 1 more double crochet in that space. Then you come to the next chain 1 space, which is in between the 2 double crochets, and you do double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. In the next chain 3 space, you do 4 double crochets, three, 4, and then you chain 3 and do 1 more double crochet in that same space. And now that we have come to the end, you're just going to go into the top of your chain 3 from the beginning of the previous row, and you do 2 double crochets in that space, in that chain 3. This is 1 and this is 2, and this brings me to the end of row 2. This is what the work looks like right now. Now going on to row 3, we've just finished row 2 here. Now to go to row 3, you'd notice that row 3 is exactly the same thing with row 2, right? So the pattern is already repetitive, but I'm still going to do row 3 with you guys, and then you can just continue, like you can rewind and do row 3 all over again. So we're starting with a chain 3 double crochet in the very first double crochet. Okay, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then you turn, and in the very first double crochet, which is this one, you do a double crochet. Then you go into the chain 3 space and you do your 4 double crochets, 3, 4, and then you chain 3 and do 1 more double crochet in that same space. Then you go into the chain 1 space and you do double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and in the next chain 3 space you do 4 double crochets, 3, 4, chain 3, then do 1 more double crochet there, and in the next chain 1 space you do double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. In the next chain 3 space you do 4 double crochets, 3, 4, chain 3, and do 1 more double crochet in that space. Now that we've come to the end, you're just going to go to the chain 3 you did at the beginning of the previous row, and you put 2 double crochets in the top of that chain 3, and that brings you to the end of the row. So like I said, this pattern is very repetitive, so what you want to do is just keep repeating rows 3 until you get to the length that you want. Like just this, they are the same thing. All the rows have the same pattern, the same direction, the same steps. So just keep repeating row 3 until you get to the length that you want for your project. If you want to make your project wider, you know, this is the width of this project. If you want to make it wider, maybe you were making a blanket or garment or something, you just want to work in multiples of 8 plus 1. I'm going to count how many stitches we started with. This is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25, right? So we worked in multiples of, we did 25 chains, which is a multiple of 8, 24 plus 1. So that's why we have 3. You notice that we have 3 of these motifs, big motifs. So you do multiples of 8 plus 1, and then you add your 3 turning chains, which will also serve as the very first double crochet. As you can see, we have those chain 3s at the beginning of each row, right? So just work in multiples of 8 plus 1 to make this wider, and just keep repeating any of the rows to make the piece longer, because again, it is the same pattern repeat till you get to the length that you want for this project. Don't forget that you can download the diagram and the written pattern in the description box below, and you can also shop my supplies by sending me a message on Instagram. I have a link to my Instagram down below. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're very close to hitting 400 subscribers, so make sure you subscribe for more crochet tutorials. Like this video, comment, share with your other crochet friends, and I'm going to see you in my very next video. Alright guys, bye.